How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's the week been so far? Last couple of days.
So far, so good. You know, it's been 2 good days. Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's been 2 good days.
What'd you think of Bug's tweet?
I don't think anything. I'll let y'all handle that.
What's been Andre Smith's key? What has he done so well so early?
Well, I mean, first of all, you know, he was with us in the spring, and he showed a lot of maturity. He was able to pick the defense up very quickly. You know, and part of that was probably he was learning from scratch just like everybody else was. And so he didn't know any different. And so he did a really nice job, and then he's been physical in everything we do. So he gets out there, you know, we knew going through camp that he was doing really well. We wanted to have some early opportunities to get him into some games to see if he could give Jeff a blow when we needed to. And, you know, he's proven that he's one of the top 3 linebackers on the team right now.
What is Mike Hughes doing especially well?
Everything. Making plays for us. I mean, he's very competitive. He's a natural at the corner position. It's not, you know, he'll make some mistakes, but he's got the competitiveness about him to, you know, that he reacts so quickly. He can still make a play on the ball.
Has his progress just totally escalated at an amazing rate once the games began? Once he started seeing a lot more
from
stuff
the day he got here? Yes.
Is it been any different in August than it's been in September? Since he's gotten on the film,
well, yeah, because he didn't get here until July, you know. So I mean, every rep he gets, he's learning and getting better and better. Yes.
What have y'all been doing to improve the pass rush in practice? Work on getting it better.
Well, they're doing a lot of drills with their hands. They're doing a lot of drills in one-on-one situations with the offensive line. You know, it's not so much as it is the transition from taking care of your gaps and then, you know, establishing a pass rush. We do have to be better when we're in a tempo where we know that it's going to be a throw. So I mean, they work on it every day in a one-on-one situation.
You get asked a lot about Coach Chiswick and the effect that he's had on the defense, but the secondary and Coach Warren, what is the effect that he's had, and what have you seen in him now that you have him here that you thought you would see in him when you hired him?
Well, Charles set a standard for those guys back there, and he hasn't backed off from it. You know, and they know every single day he's going to hold them to that standard. So even when they make a play, if the technique's not right, he's in their rear end, you know. So I mean, he's holding them to a high standard, and he expects them to meet it. And so, you know, I think they're slowly getting there.
It seems like looking back for the defensive backs, looking back at the ball and trying to make a play on the ball has been more of an emphasis. Is that something?
You know, that's just a technique thing. Yeah, I mean, you'll see guys that are that once they know the ball's in the air, that depending on the coverage that they're in, looking back for the ball, if they can make the play, yes.
It seems like that was missing the past couple of years. Is that just a philosophy shift?
Philosophy change, yes.
The offense is averaging, I think, 66 snaps per game through the first 3 games. Is that by design? Is that just how the games play out?
That's the way the game's played out. I mean, you know, we've the first game we were off the field with 3 turnovers, so that hurts you with the amount of plays you play. And then the other 2, I mean, the game was in control. I mean, we were running clock from the middle of the 3rd quarter on, and so, I mean, again, I've never said, hey, well, let's get 85 plays or let's get 80. You know, let's win the game. Let's do whatever we got to do to win the game. And so, in those situations, we ran the clock and get out of the game and get what we want out of it.
Coach, what do you think of Jay Coker as a player and a person?
Who's Jay Coker?
Coker, the guy that's now on the basketball team.
Candler.
I was thinking about the Alabama quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you said I was thinking the Alabama quarterback. Candler. What do I think of Candler Coker? You know what? I mean, a great kid and a great story. Was not able to play any longer at the quarterback position because of what is, the problem he had with his elbow and everything. And so he decided he wanted to try to walk on to the basketball team. And so he worked out with those guys all summer, and from my understanding, did a good job, and now he's a part of the basketball team. And so I'm proud of him and happy for him, and all these guys on this team are excited for him. You know, they can't wait to, go to some of those games and see him out there, you know, if he ever gets a chance to get out there.
How would you describe Delaware offensively?
Say again.
Delaware offensively.
Yeah, they are unique. I mean, they'll be, sometimes they'll have 6 offensive linemen on the field. There'll be, 2 tight end sets, 3 tight end sets. They're going to have big personnel on the field a lot. most of the time, if they have 2 receivers out there, that's a big deal. So they're going to run the football. They're going to run the football. They're going to pound it at us. It's old-fashioned, gap schemes and zone schemes, and they're going to, So what that does for our guys is they got to start from scratch, making sure that their gap integrity is there. They've got to be where they're supposed to be, and they got to hold up.
Is this a good warm-up in that respect for Georgia Tech? What you're going to see next week?
Really, not any similarities, none whatsoever. No. Yeah, that offense is a totally different deal.
Right.
Yeah.
We good?
Said last Saturday.